why might a runner want a carbon plate in their shoe and how does it work?
Yeah. So I took the liberty of grabbing a couple different types of carbon plates, which are not formatted from an actual running shoe. These are just strictly flat carbon plates, just to give people an idea of different stiffnesses. Here's a very thin, probably 1.5 millimeter. This is probably a graphite carbon composite. So there's different stiffness durometers of carbon plates. This one more flexy, even though it's thicker. So don't let the thickness or specs about what is written dictate what you think is going to be the functionality of the shoe. This one is super flexy, but thicker than the stiffest first one. So that's just on the modulus or stiffness of the carbon plate. But why on earth would you want to use one? Well, what the carbon plate does in essence, when embedded in a running shoe in the midsole, is that it's going to provide, number one, stability. Stability is the main thing that you get with a carbon plate. So if we have a typical running shoe, and let's say I'm wearing one and I'll show you mine, and it's going to have like a critical foam. This one is not carbon plated. So when my foot goes down and it strikes the ground, the critical foam or EVA will deform. What I like to think of when you have a carbon plate embedded in the midsole of that shoe is that it's providing, almost think of rebar for a foundation of concrete for a home. That's going to provide torsional stability in the side to side, as well as fore aft, front back stability. The second reason one would look at a carbon plate is that it can provide a extension of the stimulus or of the energy. So think about why people have carbon plated skis. Carbon plated skis allow you to use the tip because it is a stiffer tip. So when we're talking about that for performance, then you're getting that extension. It creates a rigid forefoot, which then translates more force back to the ankle. So now you say, I've got ankle arthritis. Why would I want a carbon plate? Well, what the carbon plated shoes have done, like the Vaporfly, that was one of the first competitive ones in 2017, is that they've added a contour now, a contour. So the super